Under a stormy sky, Esther, a woman chasing nightlife's fleeting joys, trudged through a desolate street, her newborn twin girls cradled in her arms. Lightning cracked, illuminating her cold resolve. She had chosen freedom over motherhood, her heart hardened by dreams of Lagos glittering clubs. Beside a rusted gate, a trash can stood, its lid gaping like a silent judge. With trembling hands, she placed the babies inside, their tiny cries drowned by thunder. Esther turned, fleeing into the night, her steps quick, her conscience silent. She boarded a bus, smiling, believing she'd shed her burdens. The clouds wept, but a miracle stirred. A wandering woman, her mind clouded by madness, approached the trash can, seeking scraps. Instead, she found the crying twins, their fragile bodies nestled among garbage. With gentle hands, she lifted them, tucking moldy bread into her rags. At her makeshift shelter, she laid them on tattered cloth, their wails piercing her heart. "Hush, my children," she whispered, offering crumbs they couldn't eat. Her voice softened, "I'm your mother now." She gave them water from a grimy cup, and they slept under filthy rags, safe in her broken embrace. At dawn, Mr. Sam, a kind-hearted bus driver, jogged past. He froze, seeing the twins with the madwoman. His heart, scarred by the loss of his own sons, stirred. He knew these babies weren't hers. The village whispered of abandoned children, cast away by shame. Determined to save them, he devised a plan, offering money for her beloved Coke. As she shuffled away, he scooped up the twins, vowing to protect them from the cruel night's shadow. Sam hurried home, the twins nestled in his arms, their tiny bodies shivering. The stench of garbage clung to them, a cruel reminder of their mother's betrayal. In his modest room, he warmed water, gently washing away the filth. His heart ached, recalling his own twin boys, lost to a tragic crash. These girls, Lucy and Celestina, were a gift from fate, he thought. He fed them formula, their cries softening to contented gurgles. His fiancée, Roa, arrived, her smile fading when she learned the truth. "You'll keep them?" she asked, voice sharp. Sam nodded, resolute. "They deserve a chance." Roa's face hardened. "I won't raise another woman's children," she snapped, storming out. The next day, she cancelled their wedding, leaving Sam heartbroken but unwavering. He vowed to be the father the twins needed, no matter the cost. Days later, fever gripped the twins, their bodies burning. Sam rushed them to a hospital, where the doctor's words chilled him: bacteria from the trash. Surgery is urgent, or they won't survive. The cost, ₦1 million, crushed Sam's spirit. A minibus driver with little savings, he faced an impossible choice. Desperate, he sold his bus, his livelihood, for a pittance, enough to cover the bills. The surgery succeeded, and after months, the twins thrived, their laughter filling his home. Meanwhile, Esther danced in Lagos nightclubs, her heart unburdened by the twins' fate. Men cheered, money flowed, but shadows loomed. Her reckless life sowed seeds of ruin, unnoticed. Back in the village, Sam's mother joined him, helping raise Lucy and Celestina. He toiled at a quarry, breaking stones, his hands bleeding for their future, while the twins grew, unaware of their origins. Lucy and Celestina grew under Mr. Sam's care, their spirits bright despite humble beginnings. After school, they hawked bananas, balancing trays on their heads, roaming dusty streets. Their dream was to become architects, designing grand buildings. They saved every kobo, hoping for university. Sam, now breaking stones at the quarry, cheered their ambition, his weary hands steadying their path. But fate tested them. Both failed their WAEC and JAM exams, their dreams crumbling. That night, they wept, showing Sam their results. "You didn't fail me," he said, hugging them. "God has other plans." Undeterred, the twins poured their savings into their banana trade. With grit, they expanded, no longer hawking but buying in bulk. Trucks rolled in, delivering heaps of bananas. Lucy and Celestina became the town's fruit queens, their depot bustling. From bananas, they ventured into oranges and pineapples, supplying 5 states. They built a sprawling fruit empire, trailers unloading daily. Sam, relieved from quarry work, managed their books, praying for their success. Meanwhile, Esther's life in Lagos unraveled. Age dimmed her allure, nightclubs no longer called. Sickness crept in, her body weakening. Penniless, she returned to the village, too ashamed to face her past. She dared not speak of the twins, unsure if they lived. One morning, desperate, she approached the twins' depot, pleading for fruit to sell. The worker refused credit, but Lucy, moved by her trembling voice, said, "Give her what she needs." Esther, unaware, thanked them, marveling at their success. "Your parents must be proud," she said. Celestina smiled. "Our father gave everything for us." Esther left, tray balanced, oblivious to the truth. The twins' kindness, born of Sam's love, planted seeds for a reckoning yet to come. Esther's fruit trade thrived, thanks to Lucy and Celestina's generosity. Each day, she returned to their depot, selling fruits and repaying promptly. The twins, unaware of her identity, felt a strange familiarity but brushed it aside. One evening, they pressed Mr. Sam about their mother, a topic he'd long avoided. His face fell, the weight of truth heavy. Leading them to a tree where the madwoman now lived, he pointed, "She found you in a trash can." Shocked, Lucy and Celestina listened as Sam recounted their abandonment, sparing no detail. Their hearts shattered, but gratitude for the madwoman grew. Determined, the twins vowed to help her, their true mother. They moved her to a psychiatric hospital, funding her treatment. Her mind cleared, and Martha, as they named her, smiled again. Meanwhile, Esther visited the depot, spotting Sam. "Your daughters are a blessing," she said, unaware of the irony. Sam, stirred, shared the twins' story, rescued from a trash can, raised with love. Esther's heart raced, the date and place matched her dark deed. Trembling, she asked, "When was this?" Sam's answer confirmed her fear. She was their mother. Esther collapsed, her guilt overwhelming. Rushed to the hospital, she awoke paralyzed, her body riddled with diseases from her reckless years. Her sister Aisha arrived, scolding, "Where are your twins, Esther?" Silent, Esther hid her shame. The twins, learning of her collapse, paid her bills, their compassion unwavering. When Esther confessed, "I'm your mother. I abandoned you," rage surged. Celestina snapped, "We'd let you die." Yet, moved by Martha's plea and Sam's wisdom, they forgave her, offering peace. That night, Esther died, her sins confessed. The twins mourned, their hearts torn between grief and justice, as Martha's recovery promised a new dawn. Lucy and Celestina buried Esther in their village, her grave adorned with flowers despite her betrayal. Relatives embraced the twins, marveling at their success, unaware of the pain they carried. Grandparents, aunts, and cousins wept, mourning Esther but celebrating her lost daughters, now billionaires. The twins' hearts ached, yet they found solace in family ties rediscovered. Returning to the city, they focused on Martha, their true mother. Discharged from the hospital, her mind restored, Martha moved into their home, her gentle smile a balm to their wounds. The twins' fruit empire grew, their depot a beacon of prosperity. They built schools, inspired by their own struggles, ensuring children never faced their hardships. Sam, proud yet humble, oversaw operations, his prayers unwavering. Martha, now strong, shared tales of her wandering days, unaware she'd saved them. "You're our angel," Lucy whispered, holding her hand. Celestina nodded, "We'll never let you suffer again." Martha, tearful, felt purpose in their love, her past madness fading like a distant storm. Esther's sister Aisha visited, carrying Esther's few belongings, a faded photo of the twins as newborns. "She kept this," Aisha said, voice heavy. The twins stared, their infant faces stirring memories they'd never known. Forgiveness settled deeper, easing their pain. They framed the photo, a reminder of grace amidst cruelty. The village hailed their story as folklore, a tale of redemption woven through hardship. Lucy and Celestina, now legends, never forgot their roots. They funded Martha's care, ensuring her comfort, and expanded their business, their wealth touching countless lives. Under starry skies, they sat with Sam and Martha, their family complete. The trash can's shadow faded, replaced by love's enduring light, proving even the discarded could rise to touch the heavens. Lucy and Celestina's empire flourished, their names whispered in villages as symbols of triumph over fate. Their fruit depots dotted Nigeria, each a hub of hope, employing hundreds. They built a grand orphanage, naming it after Martha, their savior. Children abandoned like they once were found love within its walls. Martha, now radiant, taught the orphans songs of resilience, her voice steady, her heart whole. Sam, graying but strong, guided the twins, his wisdom their anchor. "Your hearts are your wealth," he'd say, eyes gleaming. One evening, a stranger arrived at the depot, an old man clutching a tattered book. "I knew your mother, Esther," he said, voice trembling. He handed them her diary, its pages brittle, filled with regrets. Entries spoke of her shame, her fear, and a fleeting wish to find her twins. "I was too broken," she wrote, "but I dreamed of your light." Lucy's tears fell, softening her heart further. Celestina, once hardened, sighed, she suffered enough. The twins shared the diary with Martha, who wept, understanding Esther's pain. "Forgive again," Martha urged, "for your peace." They did, releasing lingering shadows. The diary inspired a new venture, a healing center for broken women, funded by their billions. Named Esther's Redemption, it offered shelter and hope, turning pain into purpose. Villages sang of the twins, their story a folklore tapestry of grace. Under moonlight, Lucy and Celestina stood with Sam and Martha, gazing at stars. "We rose from trash to touch the sky," Lucy whispered. Celestina nodded, and lifted others with us. Their legacy, born from a cruel night, wove love and forgiveness into Nigeria's heart, a beacon for generations. Lucy and Celestina's healing center, Esther's Redemption, became a sanctuary for women cast aside by life. Mothers, daughters, and wanderers found refuge, their wounds tended by compassion. The twins visited often, sharing their story, now a legend sung by griots under baobab trees. Martha, their heart's mother, led workshops, her gentle voice teaching forgiveness. "Pain is heavy," she'd say, "but love lifts all." Her recovery inspired many, her once mad eyes now bright with purpose. Sam, their steadfast father, blessed each visitor, his prayers a shield against despair. One dawn, a young woman, Amara, arrived, her face etched with shame. Pregnant and abandoned, she'd nearly discarded her unborn child, haunted by Esther's choice. Lucy recognized her fear, Celestina her trembling hands. They sat with her, recounting their trash can beginnings and rise to billions. "You are enough," Lucy said, her voice firm. Celestina added, "Your child is a gift." Amara wept, choosing life, her heart mending within the center's walls. The twins' empire grew, their wealth funding schools, hospitals, and markets. Yet, they remained humble, serving fruit at the depot, laughing with workers. One evening, a festival honored them, the village alight with drums and dance. Children from the orphanage performed, their voices echoing the twins' tale. Martha, crowned with flowers, danced, her joy infectious. Sam, watching, whispered, "God turned ashes to gold." A griot's song rose, weaving Esther's sin, the twins' triumph, and Martha's salvation into folklore. Lucy and Celestina, hand in hand, felt the past's weight lift. Their story, born in a trash can's shadow, now lit Nigeria's soul. As stars blinked, they vowed to keep healing, their billions a tool for love, ensuring no child faced the darkness they'd overcome. Lucy and Celestina's legacy burned bright, their names etched in Nigeria's heart. Esther's redemption grew into a network of sanctuaries, saving countless souls. Women like Amara thrived, their children raised with love, breaking cycles of despair. The twins, now revered as folklore heroines, traveled villages, sharing their story. Griots sang of their journey, from trash can to billionaires, under moonlit skies. Martha, their beloved mother, joined them, her laughter a melody of healing. Sam, their rock, prayed daily, his faith their guiding star. One night, a fire swept through the main depot. Flames devoured years of work, threatening ruin. The village rallied, dousing the blaze, but losses were heavy. Lucy and Celestina stood amid ashes, unshaken. "We rose from worse," Celestina said, gripping Lucy's hand. They rebuilt, their resolve stronger than ever. Donations poured in, inspired by their tale. The new depot, grander, bore a plaque, "From ashes, we rise." Martha unveiled it, her eyes gleaming with pride. A young griot, inspired by their story, wrote a book, The Twins of Destiny. It spread across Nigeria, teaching forgiveness and resilience. Schools read it, children dreamed bigger, and mothers found courage. At a book launch, Amara, now a teacher, spoke, her child on her hip. "You saved us," she told the twins, her voice steady. The crowd cheered, their applause a thunder of gratitude. Under a starry sky, Lucy, Celestina, Sam, and Martha sat, reflecting. "We turned pain into purpose," Lucy said. Celestina nodded, and built a family from ashes. Their story, a folklore flame, lit hope in every heart. No darkness could dim their light, for they'd proven that love, not wealth, was the true billionaire's crown, forever guiding Nigeria's future. Lucy and Celestina's light spread beyond Nigeria, their story a global folklore anthem. Esther's redemption centers multiplied, offering hope in distant lands. The twins, now icons, spoke at gatherings, their words igniting dreams. Martha, their heart's mother, stood beside them, her once broken mind a testament to miracles. Sam, their unwavering father, blessed each mission, his prayers weaving strength. The griot's book, The Twins of Destiny, was translated, touching hearts worldwide, its pages whispering of trash cans turned to triumphs. One day, a letter arrived from a distant village. A girl, Neka, wrote of finding her own abandoned infant, inspired by the twins' tale. "I'll raise her as you were raised," she vowed. Lucy and Celestina wept, their legacy alive in strangers' kindness. They visited Neka, gifting her resources to start a fruit stall, echoing their own beginnings. The village sang their praises, drums echoing under starry skies, their story now a sacred lore. Back home, the twins built a university, naming it Martha's Hope. It trained architects, fulfilling their childhood dreams. Students, many from their orphanages, thrived, designing futures bright as the twins' vision. At the opening, Martha spoke, her voice clear, "Love builds what hate destroys." Sam, tearful, hugged his daughters, pride swelling. As years passed, the twins' empire became a beacon of justice. They funded laws protecting abandoned children, ensuring no one faced their past. At a festival, griots wove their saga into a new song, The Starlit Twins, sung by thousands. Lucy whispered, "We're no longer discarded." Celestina added, "We're family, forever." Under the heavens, with Sam and Martha, they stood, their love a flame eternal, proving that from a trash can's shadow, billionaires of heart could rise, uplifting the world. Lucy and Celestina's legacy transcended time, their names carved in folklore's heart. Martha's Hope University flourished, birthing architects who reshaped Nigeria's skyline. Esther's redemption centers spanned continents, healing fractured lives. The twins, now elder stateswomen, mentored youth, their story a lighthouse for the lost. Martha, vibrant despite age, taught compassion, her laughter a balm. Sam, frail but spirited, blessed each dawn, his prayers their shield. The Twins of Destiny became a global scripture, its verses guiding generations. One twilight, a young architect, Chitty, approached the twins at a village festival. "Your story saved me," he said, eyes bright. Orphaned, he'd found purpose through their university, designing orphanages that echoed their love. Lucy smiled, "You're our legacy." Celestina gifted him a scholarship, her hand steady. The crowd, hearing, sang the starlit twins, drums pulsing like heartbeats, their tail-binding souls. A storm struck the first depot, testing their resolve. Winds howled, but the twins rallied workers, rebuilding stronger. Martha led prayers, her voice piercing the gale. Sam, though weak, stood firm, declaring, "Our light won't fade." The rebuilt depot gleamed, a symbol of resilience. Villages worldwide sent gifts, fruits, songs, prayers, honoring the twins' unyielding spirit. As stars blanketed the sky, Lucy and Celestina sat with Sam and Martha, reflecting. A griot's voice rose, weaving their saga, from a trash can's despair to billions in love. "We turned pain to power," Lucy whispered. Celestina nodded, and built a world of hope. Their family, forged in hardship, stood unbroken. The twins' story, an eternal echo, danced in every heart, proving that from abandonment's shadow, love could birth empires, forever lighting paths for the discarded to rise and shine.